Oh, my goodness, man. The Cowboys have shocked the world. They've actually done an extension, and won't you believe it? They were able to get an extension done with somebody who wasn't lobbying to get an extension done. Actually, I don't think anybody expected them to get this extension done, especially not this early with Jake Ferguson going into a contract season. None of that matters anymore. The Cowboys just locked up tight end one for the foreseeable future. Let's get right into it, and be sure to subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content just like this on the Rec. Man, shut your up. Ian Rappaport reports the Cowboys and standout tight end Jake Ferguson have agreed to terms on a 4-year extension worth $52 million in new money with $30 million total guaranteed. The deal was done by agent Jack Becta, and Ferguson gets a $12 million signing bonus. Dallas takes care of a young star, what Ian Rappaport said. And y'all, this is actually extremely shocking to me. I was not expecting this at all. They're starting padded practices today. And I was thinking that we were going to see maybe an extension get done with Micah before we saw anything else happen for anybody else. But I guess not, man. Micah has to be steaming right now. That man went out his way to hold court in front of all the reporters talking about Jerry is being petty. Hey, Jerry Jones is being petty as hell right now. Now that I'm thinking about it, that man was like, okay, Micah, you want to try to pressure me in front of the media to get a deal done? I'll get a deal done. You didn't say which deal to get done, but I'll go ahead and change up my tactics a little bit. Let's go ahead and sign Iceberg Ferg to a 4-year deal to essentially line him up with the timeline of a Dak Prescott. This is Dak's guy, and this is now our guy. All right, we have no reason to discuss the tight end position anymore. We clearly have our guy. This is the guy that they're going to be playing. This is the guy that they believe in, and I believe in him too, man. He was a Pro Bowler just 2 seasons ago. And last year, nobody on the offense looked really good outside of CeeDee Lamb. So, I mean, I'm not holding last year against Jake Ferguson at all, man. But this does make things interesting for one Luke Schoonmaker, who finds himself firmly entrenched in a tight end 2 battle now, right? At this point, it's clear. Ain't nobody fighting for tight end 1, man. Money talks, bullshit walks. Ain't nobody fight for tight end 1 no more. But Luke Schoonmaker, what does this mean for your future? You were a second-round pick just a couple of seasons ago. Obviously, he's going to have a deal at some point. I think after 2026, I think he's pretty much up. So I think that this makes Luke Schoonmaker extremely disposable. I'm not going to lie to you. This could actually push them to use him as some trade bait to get some more compensation to help them in other places on the team, whether it's a player-for-player trade and get a player of a different position, because the tight end group is extremely, extremely deep right now. And quite frankly, I think Luke Schoonmaker just gives you more of the same that what Jake Ferguson gives you, whereas with someone like a Brevin Spanford, you have someone that gives you the best of both worlds in a sense. His hands are getting better, but he's best at being physical, being a blocker, helping out in that run game. So I think that if you just look at it by archetypes, Luke Schoonmaker may end up being the odd man out, especially once you consider the bottom of the Dallas Cowboys depth chart featuring guys like Rivaldo Fairweather and John Stevens Jr. and these other guys that are actually quite impressive and the Cowboys like a lot. Schoonmaker just looks like the most obvious option for trade bait to me, okay, especially after this, man. But this is exciting. And what this tells me is the Cowboys are, in fact, sitting down with some guys. Because, again, man, I keep telling y'all, the Cowboys may say stuff that y'all don't like. Steven and Jerry may say stuff y'all don't like. But they don't be lying to y'all, especially Steven. Steven don't be lying. He literally said they were in the midst of having contract discussions with a couple of guys right now. And it just depends on if those guys want to come to the table early and get their deals done. Tyler Smith was one of the other guys that I believe they were in negotiations with. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we end up seeing an extension get done with a Tyler Smith at some point this offseason as well. Now, all eyes turn towards Micah Parsons, because not only Micah Parsons, I know there's a ton of fans thinking right now, like, how does this deal get done before Micah Parsons' deal? But what I would say to you is maybe they're trying to get some of the smaller moving parts in place so they know they can keep certain guys that they absolutely want to keep before they make that massive commitment to a Micah Parsons with the type of contract they would have to dish out for him, right? So I would just say, everybody stay patient. Clearly the Joneses are in the office right now doing some business. So I expect to see even more news come down. And once they get all these extensions done with guys that they really want to keep and guys that are willing to go early. So Ferguson was clearly willing to go early. My question is Tyler Smith going to want to go early? is someone like a Deron Bland gonna go early. And if they sign Deron Bland to a deal, they getting rid of Diggs. If they sign Deron Bland to a deal right now, they are going to get rid of Diggs at the end of this next season. This is not me saying I want him gone. This is just me stating the facts to y'all. This is me laying out the facts to y'all based off the financials of the situation. And I just don't really think that Jerry is the biggest fan of Diggs. I don't care what y'all say. Jerry Jones is not the biggest fan of Diggs. He's never gone at a star player the way that he's going at Diggs on several different levels now, whether it be directly calling him out in press conferences about his leadership and all this other stuff, how he goes about his business, or just talking about how he rehabbed. I've never heard Jerry Jones criticize the way a guy rehabbed back from an injury. So that right there stood out to me as, okay, the Cowboys, they have plans. They're signing guys. Now the question is, which guys are here that's taking up money they don't want to keep? And right now, the only guy I see on the roster like that as far as taking up money they don't want to keep is Terrence Steele and Trevon Diggs. And Terrence Steele at least has a little bit more usage because he ain't been hurt all year long the last couple seasons. All right? He been at least out there. He ain't been doing the best, but he been out there. But, man, hey, Iceberg Ferg, 4-year deal, $52 million. That puts him at roughly about, $13 million a season. So Ferguson came in at roughly about $13 million per season. This is pretty close to what Dalton Schultz got, and honestly, this is about right. It's about right. Ferguson got a little bit more than Schultz, and he's so far been a little bit better than Dalton Schultz had been in his career to this point. So this contract makes all the sense in the world. Congratulations to Jake Ferguson, your family, and all that other stuff, because I know y'all happy as hell right now. You was on that rookie deal. Now you got them big bucks, and you got that $12 million signing bonus. Hey, let me hold 50. Let me hold 500, Jake. Let me hold 500. You gonna be begging? Might as well go big, bro. Either way, appreciate you for tuning in. How about them Cowboys? Hey, man, this kind of hype. This is a hype way to start off.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy, shut up. Hey!